You've probably already heard of eBay or Poshmark and even wanted to try to sell those brand new pair of jeans that have been sitting in your closet for the last 6 months, but you just don't know where to start. Well, you're in the right place because today we are covering how to list your very first item on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and more. So let's get your items up together and hopefully get some more money in your pocket. Hey resellers, welcome to Pro Reseller Academy, where we focus on sharing effective systems that grow your reselling business. My name is Evan, and we are here to help you navigate the listing process, making it simple and straightforward with tips that will increase your chances compared to other first timers. Let's get straight into it. If you don't have one already, you'll need to first set up your account by choosing a specific platform that suits your needs. Poshmark is generally geared toward fashion, eBay for diverse items, or Mercari for a broad range. And if you want, use our links in the description to sign up for some bonus cash on your first purchase. Later down the line, you guys can potentially cross-list items, which means that you can list the same item across multiple platforms to increase your chances of selling. But that is beyond this video, so let's go ahead and start. Provide your email address, create a strong password, and enter your payment details so that you can receive funds as necessary. Complete your profile by adding your name, shipping address, and a profile picture to build trust with potential buyers. Oh yeah, and of course, make sure to spend the next 5 hours reading their terms and conditions. Next, let's get your item ready for listing. And this is crucial, guys. It's vital to start by reverse engineering market demand by researching similar items on the platform to understand market demand and pricing. I don't want anyone to waste their time, so before we list your item, I want you guys to research whether or not it's even worth it for you to sell. Believe it or not, some things won't sell. I would hate for you to put your dad's old VCR on eBay hoping to get some good cash for it, while chances are no one's gonna buy it. So instead, before you take the photos and take the time to list it, check out what other people are selling it for and have sold it for. Look at both the available and sold filters in order to check both how many of the same item is selling and how many have sold, and for how much. The more available, the more competition. The more sold recently, the higher the chance that it is in demand right now. Once you know that your item is worth selling, you want to prepare your item. This may include, if it's clothing, ironing or steaming out any wrinkles, or really anything to bring value back to the item, like stain treating clothes or sewing back a button. This is really going to set you up to take enticing photos to increase your chances of selling. To take the best photos for your clothing, ensure that you guys have really good lighting and a clean, uncluttered background. Use natural light or a soft LED light box from Amazon, links in the description below, to minimize shadows and highlight the fabric's true colors. Photograph the item from multiple angles, including the front, back, sides, and zoom in on, of course, any important details like labels or any flaws. To make it easy, you guys can hang your item on a wall or flat lay it on an unwrinkled sheet on your dining table or on the floor to display the clothing in its best shape, and make sure that the images are high resolution to show accurate details. Also, most importantly, try to take photos of approximate measurements either with a yardstick or tape measure so that you can both provide buyers with approximate measurements and get your own back if a buyer claims an item is the wrong size. Remember, the key is proper, well-rounded lighting. Once you've taken each shot, you're ready to list. Now, let's get into the listing process. Find the sell button and navigate to the selling section of your chosen platform. This is usually prominently displayed on the home screen or within your account dashboard. Now, the order of these steps may vary platform to platform, but it's usually in this order. Number 1, enter item details. First things first, you want to take those photos you just took and upload them onto that listing. You want to arrange them so that the best attributes or features show first. For example, the first photo is always the front photo. This means that this is going to be the photo that the buyers see first on your listing. You don't want the photo of the tag. Rather, you want to show the front shot of the item. This is key in stopping scrolling buyers to your listing. Next, you want to do the title. You'll have to give a clear, concise title with key details such as the brand, model, and main features. This is called search engine optimization, or SEO. For example, if you're selling a Levi's jacket, it might be something like new Levi's gray soft Sherpa denim trucker jacket, men's small. After that, you'll want to write a detailed description, which is also SEO, including the item's condition, size, brand, and any other relevant information for the buyer. Mention any imperfections or special features, and be honest and thorough to build trust and set the right expectation for your buyer. And if you guys really have no idea about the item, try looking it up on the brand's website and paraphrasing what they say about the item or someone else's listing. Just make sure that it's true to your item as well. Next, you guys want to select the appropriate category and subcategory for your item. This helps buyers find your listing more easily. For example, men's jackets and then denim jackets. Next, some platforms enable you to put multiple quantities for your item. Let's say you have a boutique store and you have 7 of the exact same new with tag jeans in size 6, 8, and 10. Most of the time, it's just a single item piece by piece, but the option is there. After that, we have size. For clothing and shoes, this is really important, obviously. You want to make sure not to just add the size of the garment's tag, but also include those approximate measurements you just took photos of a shirt, jacket, jeans, or tall boots or something. Because remember, people cannot try the item through the interwebs. So by not providing those measurements, it may make it harder for the customer to hit that buy now button. They just need to know if it's going to be a close fit or not. After all, it is an investment for them. And with most platforms having a no return policy, you guys need to go the extra mile for your buyers. Next is condition. Some platforms have a dedicated category for new with tags or new without tags, and you guys can use this option as long as your items are unused and new with tags. Make sure to review each platform's policy in regard to that. You want to describe whether the item is new, like new, gently used, or for parts. Most platforms have a drop-down menu for this, like I said, but you can also add it in your description if there is anything off, like a small hole or a missing button. Usually I write something like gently used or pre-loved. Next is brand. Specify the brand name if applicable. This helps in searches and appeals to brand-conscious buyers. For the most part, it's brands that sell. I mean, of course, sure, people buy for style and trend, but I'd say more than that, people are most familiar with brand styles that they like, and so they will probably usually go for their favorite brands, like Levi's or Supreme. However, sometimes some platforms don't have the brand that you're trying to sell, so you can just input no brand or not sure. Next is color, and when it comes to color, this is important. Many people will filter items by their color, so try to be as accurate as you can, but it's just optional, so really no big deal. Next, we have style tags. This is also optional, but many platforms have begun to include hashtags or style words. And I'd say that in our experience, they're not really necessary because your title and your description is where you've already included those items or those style names. You can add it in if you want, but it supposedly does the same thing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Next, you want to set your price. And again, going back to the research at the beginning, we want to look at similar items to set a competitive price. And of course, we want to factor in any fees that the platform might charge as well. My suggestion is to always start slightly higher and then decrease the price later on if your goal is to get the most money from your sale. Just be reasonable and fair, but remember to set a price that covers your cost and earns you a profit while also being fair and attractive to buyers. You guys can also consider offering a discounted shipping option or bundle deal to entice more buyers on many platforms like Poshmark. Next, you want to choose your shipping option. Select the shipping method that suits you, standard, expedited, etc. Some platforms offer their own shipping labels or partners. We usually choose the cheapest shipping option on Mercari and eBay, but a buyer can potentially ask to upgrade if they need it sooner, except on Poshmark. For Poshmark, it's one label, one price as long as it's under £5, and you will have to upgrade if your label goes over that. You can split the shipping costs with your buyer or offer free shipping or make them pay. The choice is yours. Obviously, people are more willing to buy something with free shipping. I know I am, but it also eats into your margins, so choose wisely. Now, I know this is your first listing, but learn what a SKU is. SKU stands for stock keeping unit. Many platforms have the option to put in additional information like where you store your items. As you continue to list your items, it's vitally important that you organize and store them in a way that you know exactly where they are once they sell. Now, I won't go into detail, but you guys need to use a SKU so that you know where it's at. This is a letter or number that you place on a box or bag to store your items. Once it sells, you know where it's at. Next, review and publish. Double check all the details you've entered, title, description, price, photos, shipping options, etc., and ensure everything is accurate and clear. Once you're satisfied, hit that publish or list button to make your item live and you are done. Congratulations. But maybe you're just not sure where to start or afraid to get started. You are not alone, and that's exactly why we created our Quick Start Action Guide completely for free. This guide is going to teach you everything you need to get started, guaranteed. So if you're ready to give reselling a try or simply stuck on where to go next, download our guide today. Head to the description or go to proreselleracademy.com/guide. On top of that, it's going to help you remove 3 things. Number 1, it'll remove the think work of having to figure out everything yourself, so you're not burdened or overwhelmed. Number 2, it'll give you a shortcut roadmap on where to go and how to achieve success faster than every other reseller out there. 3, it's going to provide you a scalable framework that will build your business as you grow so that you're not having to completely change everything later on, which is such a hassle. All right, guys, that is a wrap. I am so excited for you to get your very first listing up. Drop your comments below as well as the link to your very first listing because we want to check it out. Of course, you guys know what to do. Make sure to hit that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe for more reselling tips and tricks. Also, check out the next video where we'll dive into more reselling tips and tricks. This has been Reselling Made Simple with Pro Reseller Academy, and we will see you guys in the next one.